In a world where financial literacy is often overlooked, Robert Kiyosaki's conversation with Alexa sheds light on a crucial aspect of personal finance: understanding the true nature of assets and liabilities. This knowledge, often absent from traditional education, could be the key to financial freedom for millennials and beyond. Kiyosaki begins by challenging a common misconception that a house is always an asset. This idea, perpetuated by real estate agents and conventional wisdom, may be leading many young people astray. But why is this belief so dangerous, and what's the truth behind it? The answer lies in a fundamental principle that could revolutionize how you view your finances. But are you ready to have your financial worldview turned upside down? At the core of Kiyosaki's teaching are 6 essential words: income, expense, asset, liability, and cash flow. These form the foundation of financial intelligence, a concept far more valuable than a high credit score or even a college degree. The key to wealth, Kiyosaki argues, is not how much you earn, but how well you can control your cash flow. This perspective challenges the traditional path of getting a job, buying a house, and saving for retirement. Instead, Kiyosaki presents a different model, one where assets put money in your pocket and liabilities take money out. This simple distinction can transform how you view every financial decision. But if a house isn't necessarily an asset, what is? And how can millennials start building true wealth in a world that seems stacked against them? Kiyosaki shares his own experiences, starting with an $18,000 investment that put $25 in his pocket each month. This example illustrates the power of cash flow and how small beginnings can lead to significant wealth over time. The conversation takes an unexpected turn when Kiyosaki introduces the concept of people as potential assets or liabilities. From children to aging parents, he challenges listeners to consider the long-term financial implications of their relationships and family responsibilities. This raises a provocative question. In a world where even loved ones can be financial liabilities, how can millennials balance their personal relationships with their financial goals? As the discussion deepens, Kiyosaki touches on retirement planning, the pitfalls of traditional savings methods, and the importance of creating multiple income streams. He warns of the potential financial drain of divorce and the need to think decades ahead when making financial decisions. The conversation concludes with a powerful message. True financial intelligence is about solving big problems and controlling cash flow. It's a skill that goes beyond mere money management, touching on every aspect of life. In a world of economic uncertainty, can millennials master these principles to secure their financial future? And what unexpected challenges and opportunities lie ahead for those who dare to think differently about money? Kiyosaki's insights offer a roadmap for financial success, but it's up to each individual to apply these principles in their own lives. As millennials face unique financial challenges, this new perspective on assets, liabilities, and cash flow could be the key to unlocking their financial potential and reshaping their economic future. As millennials navigate this new financial landscape, they face unique challenges and opportunities. The traditional path of education, career, and homeownership is being questioned, and for good reason. But what alternatives exist, and how can young people leverage these insights to build true wealth? Is it possible that the very things millennials have been taught to value could be holding them back financially? And what radical shifts in thinking might be necessary to break free from these constraints? Kiyosaki's emphasis on cash flow over traditional assets challenges millennials to think creatively about their financial futures. Instead of focusing solely on climbing the corporate ladder or saving for a down payment on a house, young people might consider investing in cash-flowing assets like rental properties or online businesses. This shift in mindset opens up a world of possibilities. Imagine a generation of millennials who understand the power of cash flow and are able to create multiple streams of income. they could potentially achieve financial freedom much earlier than their parents, allowing them to pursue passions and make a positive impact on the world. But with great potential comes great risk. What pitfalls await those who venture into this new financial territory? And how can millennials protect themselves while still taking advantage of these opportunities? One of the most provocative aspects of Kiyosaki's teaching is the idea that people can be assets or liabilities. This concept forces millennials to consider their relationships, romantic, familial, and professional, through a financial lens. While it may seem cold or calculating, understanding the financial implications of our connections can lead to more conscious decision-making. For example, choosing a life partner becomes not just about love, but about shared financial values and goals. Starting a family requires careful consideration of the long-term financial commitments involved. Even friendships and business partnerships can be evaluated based on their potential to enhance or drain one's financial well-being. This raises a challenging question. How can millennials balance the emotional aspects of relationships with the practical realities of financial planning? Is it possible to maintain authentic connections while also considering their financial impact? As the conversation concludes, Kiyosaki leaves millennials with a powerful tool, the ability to control cash flow. This skill, more than any degree or job title, has the potential to create true financial intelligence and wealth. But mastering it requires a commitment to ongoing learning and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. The path ahead for millennials is not easy. They face a world of economic uncertainty, rapidly changing technology, and evolving social norms. But armed with these financial principles, they have the potential to navigate these challenges and create lives of financial abundance and personal fulfillment. The question remains, will millennials embrace this new financial paradigm and use it to reshape their futures? Or will they fall back on old patterns and miss out on the opportunities that lie ahead? The choices they make today could determine the financial landscape for generations to come. As millennials digest these revolutionary financial concepts, they're faced with a daunting task: reimagining their entire approach to money and success. This isn't just about tweaking a budget or choosing a different investment strategy. It's about fundamentally altering their relationship with money and redefining what it means to be financially successful. But in a world that still largely operates on traditional financial principles, how can millennials bridge the gap between this new mindset and the realities of their daily lives? And what unexpected consequences might arise from adopting such a radically different approach to finances? One of the most powerful takeaways from Kiyosaki's teachings is the importance of financial education. Unlike traditional schooling, which often fails to prepare students for real-world financial challenges, this type of education focuses on practical skills and mindset shifts. Millennials who embrace this learning journey may find themselves at a significant advantage compared to their peers. However, this path is not without its challenges. It requires a willingness to go against the grain, to question deeply ingrained beliefs about money and success. It may mean making decisions that friends and family don't understand or approve of. The pressure to conform to societal expectations around careers, homeownership, and lifestyle can be intense. As millennials start to implement these new financial strategies, how will it impact their relationships and social standing? Will there be a divide between those who adopt this new financial paradigm and those who stick to more traditional paths? Another crucial aspect of Kiyosaki's teaching is the emphasis on entrepreneurship and creating multiple income streams. For many millennials, this could mean stepping away from the security of a traditional 9-to-5 job and venturing into the uncertain world of self-employment or investing. While the potential rewards are significant, so are the risks. This shift towards entrepreneurship and investment could reshape entire industries. Imagine a generation of millennials who are not just employees, but business owners, investors, and innovators. The economic landscape could be transformed as more young people prioritize cash flow and asset building over traditional career paths. But what are the broader implications of this shift? How might it affect job markets, housing markets, and even social structures? And are millennials prepared for the potential instability and stress that comes with entrepreneurship and investing? Perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of Kiyosaki's philosophy is the idea of viewing everything, even relationships, through the lens of assets and liabilities. While this can lead to more intentional decision-making, it also raises ethical and emotional questions. How does one balance the desire for financial success with the need for meaningful human connections? This perspective could lead to a reevaluation of many life choices, from career moves to marriage to having children. It might result in delayed marriages, smaller families, or unconventional living arrangements as millennials prioritize financial growth and stability. As millennials navigate these complex decisions, how will it shape their personal lives and the broader society? Will we see a shift in family structures, social norms, and cultural values as a result of this new financial mindset? In conclusion, Kiyosaki's teachings offer millennials a powerful set of tools for navigating an uncertain financial future. But implementing these ideas requires courage, creativity, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. As this generation grapples with these concepts, they have the potential to not just secure their own financial futures, but to reshape the entire economic landscape. The question remains, will millennials fully embrace this financial revolution and use it to create a new economic paradigm? Or will the challenges and uncertainties prove too daunting? The choices this generation makes in the coming years could have far-reaching consequences for decades to come. As millennials continue to grapple with these revolutionary financial concepts, a new paradigm is emerging, one that blends traditional values with innovative financial strategies. This hybrid approach could be the key to navigating the complex economic landscape of the 21st century. But how exactly can millennials integrate these new financial principles into their lives without completely abandoning the societal norms and expectations they've grown up with? And what unexpected opportunities might arise from this fusion of old and new? One of the most promising aspects of this new financial mindset is its potential to address some of the biggest challenges facing millennials today. Student loan debt, for instance, has been a major burden for this generation. By applying Kiyosaki's principles of cash flow and asset building, millennials might find innovative ways to tackle this debt while simultaneously building wealth. Imagine a world where young people are not just focused on paying off their student loans, but are actively creating income streams to offset and eventually eliminate this debt. This could lead to a fundamental shift in how we view education and its financing, potentially revolutionizing the entire higher education system. But what are the potential pitfalls of this approach? Could an overemphasis on financial return lead to a devaluation of education for its own sake? And how might this impact fields of study that don't immediately translate to financial gain? Another area where this new financial mindset could have a significant impact is in the realm of work and career. The traditional notion of a linear career path is already being challenged, and Kiyosaki's teachings could accelerate this trend. Millennials might increasingly opt for portfolio careers, combining traditional employment with side hustles, investments, and entrepreneurial ventures. This shift could lead to a more dynamic and flexible workforce, better equipped to handle economic uncertainties. It could also result in a reevaluation of work-life balance, as the lines between work and personal life become increasingly blurred. However, this new approach to work and career also raises important questions. How will it affect job security and benefits traditionally tied to full-time employment? And what about those who prefer or require the stability of a traditional career path? Perhaps one of the most intriguing aspects of this financial revolution is its potential to change how we view and use technology. Millennials, already known for their tech savviness, might leverage digital platforms in new ways to create assets and generate cash flow. From social media monetization to blockchain technologies and beyond, the possibilities are vast. This could lead to a new wave of digital entrepreneurship, with millennials at the forefront of creating and capitalizing on new technologies. It might also result in new forms of collaborative consumption and sharing economies, further challenging traditional notions of ownership and asset management. But as millennials dive deeper into the digital realm for financial gain, what are the potential risks? How can they protect themselves from cyber threats and market volatility? And what about the digital divide? Could this trend exacerbate existing inequalities? As we look to the future, it's clear that the financial landscape is changing rapidly, and millennials are at the forefront of this change. By embracing Kiyosaki's principles while also adapting them to their unique circumstances and values, this generation has the potential to create a new economic paradigm, one that prioritizes financial intelligence, flexibility, and long-term thinking. The question now is, how will this financial revolution play out in the coming years and decades? Will it lead to greater prosperity and freedom for millennials, or will unforeseen challenges derail these aspirations? And how will society as a whole adapt to these changes? As millennials continue to navigate this complex financial terrain, one thing is certain: the choices they make today will shape not just their own futures, but the economic landscape for generations to come. The financial revolution is underway, and its ultimate impact remains to be seen.